Hex as well.
This is an amazing build. This is an amazing build. The refresher on Queen is so strong. Just look at the damage she's going to deal with the Sonic Wave in next team fight. And then you add the fact that she has 2 BKBs, 2 Hexes.
Yep.
It's just great for Queen.
You're actually going to have 13 seconds worth of immunity time for her, next charge of the BKBs.
Yep, 7 and 6 second BKB. It's pretty good. So we'll see what's going to go on in the next team fight. It's going to be very difficult for LGD, though. If they take the fight here, out in the open, they won the fight in their own base, but can they do it here?
Envy. The Spirit, he's doing it right underneath the Ember Spirit, and he's going to keep jumping in one more Spirit. That's all maybe he has to do. Throw in a Spirit, watch what's happening, doesn't put himself at risk to do this.
No, he's like, hey, how are you doing?
Like, the only thing which could go wrong is Batrider Fireflying in on him, and the Radiant have an Observer Ward down for that. Actually, their ward positioning's really good unless you get the Tombstone on this hill, the northern hill of the Roche Pit. If it's on the southern hill,
that's the most common spot is to put it up there.
Yep.
That's very hard to fight. If you cannot kill these Tombstones, you normally just lose the fight.
Especially when, like, as Ember Spirit, you could probably bring it down. And in fact, look, they put the Tombstone right in front of the Radiant Observer
As we said, though, I mean, Ember can benefit from the zombies stacking up. He can definitely deal more damage.
Roshan so low. That Spirit, he's not going to jump in. Eternal Levy finishes the job. And they just back up.
Yeah.
They didn't find an opening.
Very safe Roshan there. Steady and easy from the side of C9. They have the entire solo crest as well on Big Daddy No Tail. And that is really good in this fight, in this game. There is, of course, MKB on Gyro, but against Ember, it is amazing.
So does LGD now defend their tier 2s? Do they feel confident enough they should smoke up and come and defend the tier 2s, or do they just let it go?
I don't think there's any way you will take the tier 2 fight after giving up a Roshan.
But if you're going to do this, then maybe you should be on that bottom lane.
Yeah,
like,
but
pushing.
They're not feeling 100% that they're not going to be bottom already. Like, they think that they were going to go top. Now, of course, it's obvious, but they didn't feel 100% safe.
Right, so maybe Insala mop up the bottom lane to try and relieve some of the pressure. The middle lane was pushed up nicely. I'm kind of actually liking the Blink Dagger over on the Ember, considering how quickly he's going to move from position to position.
It's okay. I mean, it could be money spent towards second Daedalus, though. I'm not sure if I like it or not.
There's the Tombstone Camille Bone 7. He's only halfway through that Firefly, still looking for a target. Sylar's the best one here. That BKB and Mask of Madness. She also flagged the fact he picked up an Alpha Wolf, so there's bonus damage. Here comes Fader, in for that ultimate, the snowball dodge from Yao. They might look for the secondary one. There it flies out. MMY is dropping low, but Fader not finding any kills with it just yet. Yao will be one of the first ones to drop down with Zhao Wait. But Sylar says his crowd is losing so much damage. 198 taken. 224 was the end number.
Yeah, everything being stolen by Envy there as Fada dove in and kind of kept the enemy team off, but 2 of them died and Razor is very low here.
Be careful, Envy. Be really, really careful. He's got Aegis the Immortal, so he can come back alive. He's still going to pop it for the range racks, and Sylar, well, he's standing his ground here. The creep wave is going to remain, and they're looking for the extra stuns, and Pone 7 actually being searing chained up, and they're going to find the kill. The Ember Spirit, the man to do it. Can they get the collateral? Yep, you just chase it up into a searing chain. Eternal Envy can go for the Plasma Field and Static Link, but he's still down for the count. A double kill for the Ember Spirit.
Every single kill gives so much gold as well. Look at that. Ember Spirit, 644 gold from Batrider, 694 from the Razor. They're getting plenty of money back their way.
It was almost elite number. It was 1338.
It's a big swing of gold. However, they were very far behind in before this fight. So
yes,
they still need to work hard to recover. They only lost the range racks, though. Tier 3.
You lost the range racks, and you've got 7.3k gold on an Ember Spirit. Well, do I just...
You get pretty much the same damage extra as you get from buying a Divine by buying a Daedalus, and you don't risk as much. You should buy the second Daedalus and then buy a Divine. That's pretty much the build. He's gonna go Lincolns. Oh, he's scared of the Queen and her Hex and Lion, of course. But I worry for his damage, man. I really do.
It might also be because of Batrider, in a way.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good item overall in this game, but I'm not sure he's the one who has to buy it.
Batrider's got his own Lincoln Sphere. Anything you could buy, I can buy better.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's a good item for Batrider to pick up, but for Ember, he's definitely gonna need to deal a lot of damage. But we focus too much on him. Gyrocopter is starting to become a threat as well. He has the MKB, he has the Butterfly.
Yep.
He is, at this point, starting to become very relevant.
And how's Razor meant to actually attack him? He buys up now an Assault Cuirass.
Well, he doesn't attack him, he just steals his damage. He just links him.
Okay, he steals the damage so he doesn't do anything then. But is there a way to get away from this? Like, wait, where's our 4-staff usage? Where's... Where's the Gyro's maneuverability? Is it coming from the supports? Like, you got Force Off, Glimmer Cape on one, and you got Yule Scepter, Mech, Arcanes on the other.
Yeah.
It might be worth a second Force Staff over on Zhao 8.
It might be. It could be.
Either that or... Wait, can you Lotus Orb it?
Lotus Orb what?
Lotus Orb Static Link?
No.
What a shame.
Static Link will persist. Like, even if you snowball, it's going to persist.
You just have like the double link.
Yeah, it's just gonna go in there.
So we just go like full cross the streams.
Dude, you can get imprisoned into another world, and the static link is still gonna be like, I know where you are. I got your address.
Looks like LGD, a bit more of an aggressive movement up the mid, but to really what avail? Like Cloud9 keep 3 on the defense. You've got Notel just limping himself around inside the jungle. And Fade has managed to wait so long that not only is a Refresher Orb coming off cooldown, but he's managed to farm 3.5k gold. And they're grouping up together. It's a 5-man smoke move.
It's the smoke time. They're going now. C9 looking to be the initiators again. It has been going really good for him when they get the initiation.
Hey, they dropped the drums. So maybe actually left his drums behind.
He left the drums? Yeah.
So he has a TP scroll.
He's playing against C9, the constant reminder. Carry a TP scroll.
They just saw all of he jumped at the Spirit. Maybe. Whoa. That wasn't intentional. He went to the Spirit back in the middle lane. He's not on the top lane at the moment.
Well, he got scared. He just felt this is not where I should be.
That Observer Ward from Notel is the perfect position. They're watching LGD inch forward, and then they have another Observer Ward on the high ground.
Yeah, and right now it's very, very important. The initiation is everything.
They still see him. Here comes Bone 7. Glimmer Cape, he missed he actually missed the lasso. 4 stops away, realizing it wasn't going to work. He gets the BKB, and now the Lincoln Sphere protecting Sylar of all people. Snowballing in after Undying Fader, trying to blink further away, and they get the stun and the burst damage. The Tuskar will drop. Eternal Envy. Okay, that Laguna play didn't really do much. And Envy, they just run away. Glimmer Cape it up, but the blinking from Fader. He'll actually use his refresh so he can blink away again. And Sylar dragged back in. They shallow grape him up. Envy so low, maybe trying to rip him apart. They brought down Envy. Sylar still so low. Finally dead for the cause. But Fader, how big is that cause to him? The BKB will wear off. And the Ember Spirit jumping in deeper. The Blink Dagger up. He gets a Searing Chase to force up. Notel Trump down some space to actually get the Glimmer Cape off, but he'll still end up dying. Meanwhile, home in trouble. The Tier 4 tower is dropped, but that's all that was lost for LGT.
Yeah, very even exchange there in the end, losing Razor and dying for the Gyro and Tusk. But okay, this game is one of the games that's actually starting to convince me of the usefulness of having an Ember Spirit. He's playing it very well, and he's doing a lot of damage in this fight.
So much money from these fights, too. Like, where is the death on Maybe? It doesn't exist. He's up to 6k gold again.
He's been surviving a whole lot. The Blink and Lincolns has been doing a lot of work for him, and his damage is still there. We could see how quickly he makes work of even a Solar Crest Undying, who normally could be very, very tanky and hard to bring down.
Is this still the point, though, where you say a second Daedalus is going to be worth it over a Rapier?
That's right.
Yeah,
Seven is like, am I the one who kills you? Or?
Zhao is going to find him and just Yules? He, okay, triggers the Lincoln Sphere with the Yules.
Bone 7 just trolling around.
It's at that point you would actually want the 4-staff. Trigger the Linkers with the 4-staff, then Yules him up.
Look at Queen, pressure top, someone has to defend, and the Tier 1 bottom is not really something they can go for here.
It's okay, like, Zhao just buys a TP scroll from the side shop. He'll get himself back. And they're just trying to add as much pressure to the bottom lane to make it so C9 just don't just storm down the mid again.
Yeah, their entire push was stopped, though, so they're going to have to go back and defend, keep farming up. And once again, we're looking over to the Ember Spirit and seeing like 7,000 gold. What do you do now? And with this item build that he's going for, I still think that he should go for a second Daedalus in terms of just damage output.
Yep.
He definitely has the survivability and maneuverability.
I'm okay with either option.
I mean, I would love the Divine as well.
I think everyone would, just as a crowd favorite, but he doesn't need to take the risk, so why do it? Same time, we're getting Queen of Pain finishing up an Octarine core.
Octarine. So he has lower cooldown now on the Refresher. And of course, just lower cooldown on Blink in general is very nice for her. So she's going to be even more maneuverable.
Of all the positions in the map right now, LGD are going to be the first ones to, one, deny a Bounty Rune with the Wild Wing, and two, see the fact that Roshan has respawned. It was a very quick spawn time. It was only 7 seconds out of the potential spawn time of him.
Nice.
So Cloud9 at this point have not scouted it out, but LGD are aware of it.
Yeah, very good. The Helm of Dominator is still doing work from the Gyrocopter, showing that off with the creep.
I'm actually wondering now what Cloud9 can do with this. Because if you get the Aegis model, do you drop the mech to get the Aegis over on the Razor. And you can't drop anything on the Queen of Pain unless she drops the Soul Booster for either Cheese or Aegis.
I would say that you still want to do that. Like, you still want to put the Aegis on your Razor, I would say.
It's a 5-man smoke out. LGD are not going to let him have it, but then again, Cloud9, they started it, and then they fell back. So Fader, the first man in the front lines, he'll BKB, Hex is on Xiao Wei, isolating him with a Sonic Wave. They're still going to find that kill. MMY going to be lassoed up, so there's no Shallow Grade's going to help them out. They're fighting within the Tombstone, but now Sylar, finally with the call down going to work. Watch your Ember Spirit as well. He's going after Bone 7. They've managed to actually bring down line. Bone 7 successful to run away, and then MMY is going to cut him off for the pass. Trying to be denied for the neutral. It's not possible to do so. Fader and Envy, controlled as maybe bounced himself away on the back of the Spirit. They keep their two major cores alive. And Cloud9 expended a lot to do that.
Every core still alive, and that was a pretty clustered fight once again. Ember was going all over the place, managed to kill the Lion, then get out. But also the Queen of Pain and her Hex, so dangerous. They're almost secured there, Ember.
For the rare gatherers.
Is it time?
Yeah, it might be. Maybe it's in the neighborhood. So if you want to get yourself some rares, get your camera position right on Ember Spirit.
Do you actually have to look at it?
You actually have to be watching it when you purchase it.
All right.
That's how you get the res.
Okay, follow.
Secrets to victory.
And before Scriff never takes the camera off Ember from now on.
Well, Roshan's going to die now to Cloud9. So they will get the Aegis. Eternal Envy will lose the mech for the Aegis, the Immortal. And the Cheese, for the moment, will be carried by Notal. But he can just give... Actually, he's dropping on the ground.
Oh, he can blink in and hex him. Oh, he jumps away with the ulti. He's going to farm the Ancients, though. Queen might be aware of this. They're pinging it out. Not going to try.
There's the blink.
Too tough to kill him in the end.
How much surplus has he got? He's got 3.8k surplus.
Yeah,
what a magical number.
What a nice number, Ember.
What a very beautiful number.
If only I could buy something for 3.8k gold.
But more than likely, he could just be looking for a Monkey King Power on the second Daedalus. And he could buy both of those back at base without having to risk losing a Rapier and losing your first game of the group stage. We're about to crack the 1 hour mark, and by the looks of it,
he's going for it.
This game's still got legs. Is this it?
Red
time. Red time.
80 viewers.
Real men walk here.
Okay, they're going for the fight now, and he's hiding his Divine. He doesn't want to show it to lane creeps.
Yep.
Keeping it secret. Keeping it safe.
He's still going to be different. It's still going to be careful. It's daytime. So vision is quite far, and then someone has to come down the bottom lane. Like right now, the Satyr of the Gyrocopter is the man who's doing the
I don't think I've ever seen a Helm of the Dominator do so much work in one game. Like, it's been scouting Roshans right and left, stacking and defending the Ancient. Like, it's actually feels like one extra hero on the side of LGD here.
How long does it take for Ember Spirit to get pinged out by C9? They're killing the creep wave so quickly, they'll take Cloud9 to be watching the creep wave die to understand what item maybe
Probably know they could already have just said it.
Yeah, but, without actually pinging it.
But it's very common that you just ping in a reaction when you see the Divine. So
do we also look... Okay, imagine this game goes on longer. Before we actually start this fight, let's do some hypothetical. Do you hold onto the Blink Dagger as an Ember, or do you get something like BKB, or maybe even another Daedalus?
I don't think you want BKB in this game. I don't think that's the play. I think just go more damage. You could switch in your Blink for more damage. Or in a very late stage, you could let someone else buy a Linken's and put it on you.
Would you also think about Monkey King Bar, considering there is a Solar Crest over on the Undying? Is it worth it just for that?
No, I don't think so, just because of that. Because you try to kill everyone as Ember, not one specific guy.
Well, Sleight of Fist, Envy dropped down to half of his life
from
that. And they also managed to catch Misery out of position. Xiao with the Light Strike Array, Laguna Blade, well, okay, he died so quickly to the Ember. That was your Sleight of Fist crit coming in there.
I mean, Ember is just doing work when he has this Daedalus and Divine. The single target is extremely strong.